Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Prosecutors don't know Kyle Rittenhouse whereabouts. They seek arrest warrant. A judge allowed Rittenhouse, now 18, of Antioch, Illinois, to be released in November on $2 million cash bail. Prosecutors said accused Kenosha protest shooter Kyle Rittenhouse has violated the conditions of his release. A judge allowed Rittenhouse, now 18, of Antioch, Illinois, to be released in November on $2 million cash bail. He's currently awaiting trial for the shooting deaths of two men who were protesting the police shooting of Jacob Blake. Prosecutors filed a motion Wednesday saying the court was unable to deliver a hearing notice for Rittenhouse at the address he listed as his home on his release paperwork. The notice was returned to the court because the forwarding address was not known. Prosecutors wrote in their filing Rittenhouse failed to notify the court of a change of address or telephone number within 48 hours. They asked the judge to increase Rittenhouse bail by $200,000 for the violation and issue a warrant for his arrest. Prosecutors said they were unable to monitor Rittenhouse's whereabouts because he failed to notify them that he moved. Rittenhouse's cash bond was raised from online supporters. He has claimed he acted in self-defense. Prosecutors wrote in their filing Wednesday that Rittenhouse demonstrated his carefree attitude by going to a bar immediately after his arraignment on January 5th, 2021, and drinking 3 beers in the company of known Proud Boys while flashing white supremacist signs and wearing free as explicitive shirt. Kenosha detectives said they went to the apartment Rittenhouse listed as his address, and the man said he had rented the apartment since December 15th, and Rittenhouse no longer lived there. Prosecutors said Rittenhouse failed to correct the address on the document signed January 22nd. Rittenhouse defense attorney filed a response to the prosecutor's motion objecting to the bond increase. Mark Richards said Rittenhouse and his family have received death threats since the Kenosha shootings. He said they moved into a safe house and deleted their social media accounts. Richard claimed upon Rittenhouse's release, he was told not to disclose the location of his safe house. He said a member of the defense team contacted prosecutors to provide Rittenhouse's new address if it was filed under seal because of safety concerns. Richard said the prosecutor refused that request. He said he would provide Rittenhouse's current address if it were kept confidential by the court. Prosecutors said that decision would be left up to a judge. Rittenhouse's next scheduled court appearance is March 10th, but a hearing on a new motion could be held sooner. If convicted, Rittenhouse faces up to life in prison. And this just go to show you, man, all these supporters and everything supporting this kid, and they're giving all this, they're raising money for the kid. That just shows you how racist America is, dog, and prejudiced that it is. That people, they underline their racism, they hide it. And then now that Trump was in office, well, he basically allowed those same pink folk to come out and be as racist and prejudiced as possible. I don't care what it is. He was underage to carry a weapon in both states at the time of the murder. I don't want to hear it was self-defense. He basically took action in his own hands, which he shouldn't have done. And if it was a black man would have been stopped right there by the police and questioned or either arrested. I don't want to hear this white privilege and all this talking about, oh, well, you know, if you had a license to carry, that license don't mean nothing. There's black folks who have license, I know, and they still get messed with by the police or mess with other people when they're in an environment or when they're in an environment, you know, relaxing, chilling, minding their own business. Rittenhouse ran away, and the defense team, of course, saying, oh, we put him. Why wouldn't the defense team notify the prosecutors that he moved? You see this? This is what white privilege gets you. You can be put to a safe house. You could be moved everywhere. This is the problem that America, that I and others like myself have the problem with America. This is what we're talking about. The privilege of you to be able to move around safely and freely as you can. I've seen white women or white men spit at police, cuss them out, put their hands all in their face, and they're just being as calm as possible. But if it was a black man or a black woman, we have been thrown down, arm broken, or possibly killed. And all you online supporters who support them talking about, well, BLM is a terrorist group. BLM is not a terrorist group. Okay? BLM, I don't support it because I believe they're just an agenda base, just like the NAACP, just like all these organizations, they're agenda based. They're agenda based. They basically pick what they like or pick who to protect at certain times of the day. The Proud Boys and the white supremacists are a terrorist group. You guys said nothing about them. The KKK is a terrorist group. You guys said nothing about that. But if it's something with black in it or something dealing with black men or women, it's a terrorist group. Like the Black Panthers were labeled that. You know, different gangs, different programs or different things of blacks. We're a terrorist group. But white people, nope, y'all not a terrorist. He's a hero. A white boy carrying a gun, underage, shooting people. And then people talking about, well, they were chasing him with something. And if the police would have stopped him and put him where he was supposed to be put, none of that would have happened. To me, he acted reckless. He was going there looking for trouble. Just like the Proud Boys, just like all of the white supremacists, just like the KKK. And if this guy gets free, we understand why. Like I told you back when, he's going to be released. He's going to be free because he's white. He's a kid and he's white. They're going to try to document some stuff talking about he has a mental health or whatever, and he's going to get out of it. Or he might be in Mexico by the time, we finish. About time, about time we hear about it again. It's funny how they have this on the back burner. They haven't really been promoting this. I wonder why. Thank you for listening, and we're out. Deezy.